E3 here, Embodied, Empowered, Ecstatic, with a quick update. It's a very beautiful practice to have to deal with a lot, just like we all are. So, I'm healing the brain cancer, but then there's also the physical therapy and rehabilitation, which in a sense we can only do for ourselves. I'm just trying to not go too deep in the acupressure pad. It's like, the doctors, they have their expertise, but ultimately we are the only ones that are in our experience every day. So it's like I have to be the one who's healing myself, but also take into account all of the information from the doctors. But every moment I'm the one who has to be present with the pain, the pre-seizure auras, the section of skull that's cut out. And it's like, it's a great practice in knowing how deep do I, for example, I'm pressing the acupressure pad into the back of my neck. So it's like, how deep do I press? For how long? So I think all of us have these opportunities to really explore what do we need? What is good pain? What is bad pain? So I'm really grateful for this practice opportunity, and I'm praying that it can bring goodness and beauty to other people's lives. It's definitely good training for whatever work I'm going to be offering in the future, but in a sense the work is already here now. So this is it's a Rife, I don't know what's in that plasma tube. Pretty awesome. So I'm laying next to the Rife, get those frequencies near my brain and in my whole body. And this kind of relates to foundational principle number 9, focus jumping. So focus jumping is a beautiful foundational principle. It's something that we all do all day long. It's part of being, at least in this dimension, where we have the opportunity to experience something new each moment. Each moment is new, and we can focus on the same thing in each moment. And then we kind of think things stay the same, but they're changing. It's just a different, like the same thing is happening each time, but it's a new moment. So we could focus on that same thing each time, or we could focus on something different. If we focus consciously, if we focus jump consciously, we shift our awareness from one thing to another consciously, then that awakens our living mind, our intuition, our creativity. We feel alive. Great Spirit moves through us. If we unconsciously jump from one point of focus to another, that's when the passive machine mind fills up our consciousness, and that's when our energy is drained. That's when we, almost like, also the breath. It's like when we lose our prana and breath, when we focus jump unconsciously. When we get distracted, we are distracted. We're not aware of our breath as well. Now, of course, we can't be aware of everything all the time, but the whole point is to stay connected to your unique vibration. Focus jumping is a beautiful way to do that. So what I'm doing my best to do is continually focus jump from one high vibration energy to another. So as soon as I'm done with one healing modality, going to the next one. Now, sometimes we need rest, so we have to focus jump and then shift our awareness to that rest. But either way, or whatever we are doing our best to consciously connect with that energy. Whatever that energy is. I'm in the energy of the acupressure pad, making this video right now. So my focus is on here. But also we can focus layer, which is where we have multiple points of focus. Often using different parts of ourselves. So I'm putting my body in this position on the acupressure pad, and I'm also using my mind and my voice for creating this video and sharing these thoughts and energies. And you can also add a different energy too to any situation. You could add the breathing. So that's when it gets a little bit harder to do focus layering, but it's a beautiful practice to awaken your unique vibration, because it's like you're filling up the moment with your energies and Great Spirit and other conscious energies. So there's not as much space, if any at all, for the passive machine mind. And this takes practice, but it gets easier. So just wanted to share that with you. We all have an amazing opportunity to focus jump all day long, shifting our focus from one thing to another. And ideally, we'll be focusing on things that support your unique vibration, your unique flow state, and your unique life purpose, which are directly connected to the Great Spirit, well, the unique vibration, you could call that God, aka Great Spirit, the unique flow state, which is another name for God and Great Spirit, or the unique life purpose, and there's also God's unique purpose that we are all connected to. So something worth exploring so we can cultivate who we are. I should be careful, I don't want to be pushing too close to the skin graft. So yeah, I just wanted to share that with you, and I really look forward to when I can use my left hand to type. It's so painful right now, but I'm going to rehab as quickly as I can, as mindfully as I can, and then eventually the typing and writing my books is going to be part of the occupational therapy. It's going to be so much fun, so healing, and yeah, I look forward to that. So anything else? That's about it. These are definitely practices that I'm doing every day as best as I can. Focus jumping from the thought, for example, that, oh, I still need to prepare for what will be my 5th head surgery coming up. So bringing awareness to that, and then focus jumping on whatever I want to. Like we could bring any energies to any situation. So the more we focus jump consciously, then the easier it gets. It's a beautiful thing. So thank you for joining me in this journey. I'm doing my best to transmute these energies into higher frequencies of love, healing, health, happiness, holiness, for my benefit and for the benefit of my sphere of influence, for the plants, the animals, the earth herself, and consciously going into the death-rebirth portal. Even though every day it's painful, it's a little scary for the ego and the mind, but this is the path I'm on, so I'm trying to align with truth and trusting that the strength will come to follow that path and the support will come. But first, making the decision that I am following the truth of who I am. I'm doing my best to listen to Emmanuel's guidance and God's guidance, and then trusting that the way will be revealed. So E3 here, thank you so much for joining me in this journey, in this update. Wishing you well.